Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum
Assalamualaikum
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Weekend English Talk. So today we have a special guest. This was Ahmad Rosid, and he was a software backhand developer.
Developer.
Yeah. Okay, Musa. Before we gonna start with Ahmad Rashid, do you know what is background for?
Backend developer.
Yeah.
Backend developer. I never heard that backend developer.
Same as me. But I heard that he was do his education in on a programmer. Do you have heard
I
about it?
have heard about founder programmers in Jakarta. I just now get about founder programmers.
But you never go in there.
Never. I just know.
Okay. Maybe we can ask later, yeah.
Hmm.
With Ahmad Rashid. Okay, without taking long, let's just call welcome. Assalamualaikum Ahmad Rashid.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey guys, how are you today?
I'm
I'm
fine,
fine.
alhamdulillah.
How about
Great, great.
Ahmed Rosid?
Yeah, I'm doing great here. I'm on in holiday actually at my parent house. Just chill out, take a break from stressful work, and I'm really happy today.
Okay, do you have having a breakfast today?
Yeah, sure. I already have a breakfast. I ate chicken fry. That's my daughter' favorite food actually, and because he loved that food, and my mother, my wife, always cooking that chicken fry all the time, and I have to eat that too all the time. But it was great.
Okay. Um, okay, Ahmad Rashid, can you please introduce yourself first?
Sure, sure. Thanks for having me today. I actually started my journey in software engineering in high school. I learned my first programming language in school when I was second grade with major in TKJ. Yeah. In Indonesia is Teknik Komputer and Jaringan. If there is um, major, our work is just installing the server, scraping the cable, that kind of thing. But yeah, it is in SMK too at the time. I'm from Lampung. You know Lampung. It's from
Yeah, of
Yeah,
Sumatra.
course.
Yeah, yeah. Lampung is my city when I born also in Lampung, but my father it's not Lampung. My father from Jawa and my mother from Padang. So uh, my friend in the Padang usually call me Jamin. Jawa Minang. That's they usually call me. Uh, yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's a bit trickier to explain myself to strangers because are you Jawa? Are you Lampung? Are you Padang? So I just
Yeah.
say I mix all of this culture. But it was a nice thing to have when you have a parent from different culture. You will learn from the you know when you child, that your father and your mom having a different opinion about something
yes.
cultural different. It's helping me to be wise actually. When we live in this world, someone we need to develop this application using this language. Everyone always have their own opinion, and unfortunately, we as a people, since our child, we never know how to deal with the difference, with different opinion like that. But yeah, that's my story. So I decided to go all in this world, in technology world as programmer actually in 2014. At that time, I decided to move to Jogja. I'm joining Pondok Programmer to learn about programming, and after that, I met a lot of people, got amazing opportunities working with local and international companies, from
Yeah.
small companies to big companies. That was really amazing experience for me. It was not easy journey actually, and yeah, I'm so
Yes.
grateful because I have good support from my friend and my family. All of my achievement actually because of all of everyone that helping me to grow after until now. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully you, that was interesting introduction, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is not
Uh,
Hmm.
Ahmad Rosid, would you mind to telling us your study at those founder programmers?
This is hard. The first week when I joined to Pondok Programmer, I was nearly about to give up. There's a lot of issue. I got sick. I got different culture. In our uh, yeah, Islam. In Islam, there is different kind of people, different kind of community having their own opinion, and yeah, my opinion with a programmer is a different, and yeah, that's what's hard for the first time. But yeah, uh, I very grateful that I can handle that situation. But yeah, I spend not very long time over there, but this is uh, I can say that my life is changing when I decided to join Pondok Programmer. Yeah.
Okay. So, how long have you been in one of programmer?
I spent a lot of time actually learn by myself, but I meet some incredible people. My mentor from Pondok Programmer actually. So I think I spent about 10 months in Pondok Programmer. After that, I got we have a program called magang, yeah, santri magang. They call it like that. So I spent about 1 year magang and 2 months working by myself.
Yes.
And actually, my contract with Pondok Programmer because there is free education. It's two
Oh,
years, so that's it.
okay. So it's still free. This free as education.
Mhm, yeah, yeah, it's really free.
Oh, I just know.
Yeah, misalnya, Ahmad Rosid, and I see that you have a lot experience as a software engineer, right?
Okay, yeah, sure. Mhm.
However, to be honest, I don't really know what is a software engineer is.
Yeah, software engineer is like a term that seems like intimidating. It seems like very complicated, but it's actually
Oh,
simple.
yeah.
Software engineer is just someone who write a code. That's it. But when you go to the software engineering role working in the companies, there's a lot of opinion about what actually software engineer do. But as for me, with everything people have opinion on it, my opinion is software engineer just someone who write a code. If you write a code, you are software engineer. That's it.
Oh, simple as that.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Okay, so I heard that you are a back-end developer. Can you tell us what is the
Backend
back-end developer?
developer.
Yeah, back-end developer.
Yeah, yeah. So about this, let me tell you a story first. Hopefully, this is inspire you. So my first time I joined to Pondok Programmer, I was take a class on mobile developer. I learned about Android development that time, and then after like 6 months, I got my first project writing e-commerce application that time. But it's really, really you know uh not so nice experience when working as Android developer because my computer actually my friends over here say that my computer spec is kentang. It
Oh,
is a
okay.
lot of doesn't have high specification. I just got like 4 gig of RAM, and then
Yes.
it's not Intel Core i3, just Intel Celeron, I believe.
Ah,
Oh,
Uh,
it's really
yeah,
so,
small.
that's very old computer. And you know what? I spent about like uh, 30 minutes to compile Android application before I can test it. So can you imagine you write code now and then you will know if your code is work or not 30 minutes after now. That's really, really, it's not not good feedback loop. And yeah, after that issue, I decided to learn something else. I need to find something that doesn't hit me in the face when I code, so I can be happy. I write my code and then I can get the result. Is it working, is it not? So I started to learn about Laravel. So Laravel is a PHP framework. All my friend actually, yeah, a lot of them learning about Laravel. And yeah, I started to learn about it. And Laravel is not a framework or programming language that will be used as backend development. Actually, that Laravel framework created for full stack developer.
Oh,
And yeah, that's the gate for me to enter backend development work. So after like 2 years, I got several job with programming language PHP and framework Laravel. So yeah, the first time when I learned about Laravel is really, really crazy. Before that, I usually spend about 30 minutes to wait until my code is get compiled and I can test it. When I first time learning about Laravel, I just write my code and refresh the browser and voila, I can see the change of my code, and that's really, really amazing. After that time, I decided I will not spend all my time to writing Android code. So I will spend all of my time just working with Laravel.
wow.
That's really when you find something really satisfy you. That's what I think of that time. So yeah, I'm forget actually. What your question about backend? What is backend developer? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
what is
backend
Yeah,
backend
so
developer.
sorry. I get too excited about my story and I forget your question. But okay, what is backend developer actually? So backend developer actually just someone who write a code that doesn't have any user interface. Yeah.
Oh,
okay?
So everyone expect when they use application, they visit website, they will expect that we will get some user interface, some
Yeah,
colorful interface, some beautiful pictures, some
yeah,
beautiful animation. But that's not what we do as backend developer. Backend developer responsibility was just designing the system, make sure all the data is structured correctly, make sure no security issue. So when something, some application get hacked, someone to blame is backend developer. That's what backend developer do. But the interesting thing about a backend developer is the role is so vital in the companies, in the software industry this day, because all of our application is created on the internet. So
yeah.
someone who handle the connection, the data transfer between this server and client is backend developer.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it. I
that's
I hope you understand what I mean by that.
ah,
yeah. That's also very heavy job, I think. Uh,
Yeah, sorry. Mhm.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, continue. Mhm.
And what kind of job does software engineers usually do?
Yeah, this is interesting. It's depends actually. Depends where you work, what the company you work, what kind of industry you are in, and what role you're in, and what level you're in. So
Mm,
it's very long story, but I can sum up with for you. Actually, I hope hopefully. So let's start with junior developer. So when you got your first job as a backend developer or as front end or as a programmer, generally,
Yeah.
you will, the first day you join that company, you work at that job, you will overwhelm. You will have no idea what to do actually. But here's
Okay.
here's the thing: when you are working, when you are in the junior first time, the thing that you need to do is just reading the documentation. Yeah,
Mm.
they actually will give you a code, uh, but before that, they will have some meeting. They have a planning about what need to do this time, what thing need to be done. So your job is just follow that meeting and understand what the problem that they will solve, and yeah, just understand the code. After that, you will write code usually. That's actually the most important. I think 80% of your time will be doing writing a code, but that's not enough. When you your first time you join company, you will write a code. After write the code, you will need to test it. So you will need to make sure that the code is tested correctly, and uh, do the scenario as expected. Like if, for example, you made an application that support authentication system, user can log in to their account, or user can register to their account, register a new account. So you will need make sure that if people putting the wrong email, you will need make sure that that email should not be able to process. So a
Yeah.
validation like that. So make sure that no invalid input get continue to our production database like that. After that, you will need to submit your pull request. If you are using GitHub, you will need a pull request, or if you're using GitLab, you will have a merge request. So that's the terms to say to inform our coworker to give information. This is my code. It's already done. Please review it. So after that, uh, the your manager or your senior or your coworker, your friend at work will review that code. So actually, this time you will get a lot of insight. I think this is like most of my skills about coding get improved. So when I read a code and there's something wrong over there, my friend will tell me. So you should not do this. Do that inside like that. That's what junior developer do.
Engineer.
So let's get to the next level when you are going to the senior roles. When you are a senior roles, you will, you know, um, have a lot of meeting. That's it. That's
Right.
the first thing. And then after you have a lot of meeting, you will have a lot of mentoring. You will deciding which task go to that person, and yeah, you will manage the task, and you will need make sure. So this time, actually, your responsibility is yeah, someone career growth path. It depends on you. If you put the wrong
Oh,
decision, it will impact another people. That's this position get a bit trickier. So yeah, when you are working in company, if you success, you will bring someone else to success too. So but that's the fun thing. But not only that, you will have some planning about what features go to this sprint, this month, or this year with products. So
Oh.
you will need to learn to understand what actually our users problem are, and your decision when meeting planning the feature is to need to solve that issue. After that, there's also more thing you need to do after planning the work, and then you will maintain the work. So this is the thing that I think is the harder one. uh, when we start a new project or working on new feature in your task, you will have an estimation. So this thing, a lot of people will get wrong estimation a lot, and they will, if you estimate, let's say 1 week, it probably can take 2 weeks to be done. That is that all the thing we do actually in life. When you're planning to finish one juice this year, but you got nothing this year. That's what santri do actually in their time in pondok. But okay, let's get back to the software engineering. Yeah, after you estimate, make sure that you overestimate. So if you think some tasks will be done 1 day, you should say to your coworker or to your manager, I can finish this today, so you can get spare time like that. After that, I think, uh, sorry, let me think. Yeah, after estimate, do the work, you deploy that feature to production. After deploy to production, you will need to make sure nothing break. You know, do you have ever heard about the story of GitLab?
GitLab
So someone accidentally delete all the database. You ever
or
heard that?
database GitLab.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, at some company, it called GitLab. It's
Yeah.
just like GitHub. There's some guy that deploying new feature to production, and then after that, they accidentally delete the data, and yeah, it's a very, very, very hard situation. But yeah, that's what you do when you deploy something. You need to make sure that it's not breaking anything, it's not deleting any data. So after that, after everything goes well, the planning goes well, and then the task done by estimate time, and then the deployment is success. The next thing you need to do was to watch or monitor the analytic. Does actually people use your feature? Does actually people can find the feature that you develop? Is it really effective or not? So that time after deploying and success, you need to make sure that okay, this is solving our user or not. If it's solving our user, yeah, we need to keep maintaining that feature. If not, what's the thing that we can improve? If that's really bad, it's hurting user experience when using our application, we need to take down that feature. So that's what we usually do. Yeah, I think there's more when you go to the there's a lot of titles in software engineering. There's called junior, and then senior, and then tech lead, and then engineering manager, principal engineer, staff engineer. I can talk about this all day long, but I think we that's enough, and we can move to the next question.
Okay, so there is some questions from viewers,
Okay, sure.
and also okay for viewers who want to ask, you can write your question in the
Hmm?
comments below. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
first is uh, how to maintain the consistency to keep on learning science. Sometimes we got bored when learn a talk material.
Oh, yeah. This is good question. Thanks for having this question. So I will answer this question as my experience when I was in Pondok Programmer that time. Yeah, the first month learning programming is really fun, and then the next month, yeah, we found something that get quite difficult, some challenge then, and then it keep going, challenge always coming over, and then yeah, we stressed out, and then we get bored. So that's the cause of this problem. But If you in this situation, this is what you need to do. First, go to the community. You need to spend like 1 day in a week to go to the community, just hanging out, seeing what people do there, and then seeing what people working on, what they found some interesting topic like that. So go to the communities that will help you a lot. And then yeah, just take a break, as for me, every weekend, I will not touching my computer, and I will not thinking about programming or anything about, yeah, this topic. Just relax, don't get to spending all your time to learn. It's not healthy. You need to get a holiday. Usually I play football or badminton or whatever sport you like. And then the third one is to manage your time when you are learning. So when want to get focus when learning, I usually divide my time using Pomodoro trick. Do you guys have any heard about Pomodoro time?
No,
I
not yet.
have. Okay.
So Pomodoro technique actually, just you will divide your time into a session. You know, in the session you will break down into two more session. So let's say one session, it's 1 hour. In 1 hour you will divide to 30 minutes each one. So spend 25 minutes to focus, to reading, to learning, or whatever, and then take a break for 5 minutes. After that, repeat that until one session finish, and doing that until 2 or 3 hours. After that, take a break about 30 minutes. So that's how to manage your time so that you will not very stressful. And yeah, that's very effective as for me. Yeah. And then after that, in the end of day, at night before go to the bed, go to the sleep, do this. So everything that you have been doing today, be grateful of that, regardless you having good improvement of this day, or today is not as good as yesterday. It's okay. You don't need to get any better, get better every day. It's impossible. You will have some good day and you will have some bad day. Our Rasul, it say that's a beautiful word, then, and the beautiful secret to be happy. You know what? It's ikhlas with everything you have today, and then forget everything and move on, prepare to good thing for the next day. So that's it. Hopefully that's answer the question.
Okay, thank you very much. Next question. What is the difference between front end and back
Back
end
developer.
developer?
Yeah, front end developer actually, as you can see, the front is the front, the back is the back, gitu. So front end is the developer that will responsible about the user interaction with our application. This visualize with user interface. So if you are want to working as a front end developer, you will create the UI, you will design how to color things, so how to present information to user. That's what front end developers do. And then for the back end developer actually, they only have one responsibility actually. Is it is the flow of data. Back end developer will take in charge of how user send the data, and then how we process the data, uh, and then how to giving back the data to user. That include the validation. So make sure that we not leaking any critical data to the wrong user like that. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next
Moving.
question. The job opportunity of a developer to have remote job in abroad.
Yeah, the job opportunity of developer to have remote job in a board. I don't know. I think the question is how the opportunity for a remote developer job. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
maybe I
maybe
say.
I
Yeah,
can.
I think that's I can see. Yeah, I cannot understand very properly about the question, but I think that's the meaning. Okay, so but it's
Yeah.
okay. So this time it's really difficult time. If you watch or read a news, Meta, Facebook, they carrying off the employee about 11, yeah, 14%, I guess. In total, like 11,000 people got sacked. And yeah, that's really sad. But I can tell you about my experience right now. uh, every week I get a lot of offer, maybe 3 or 4 offer. So someone came to my email, my LinkedIn, my contact to offer me a job every week. It's about 2, 3, or 4. So the opportunity still a lot. When the key is you need to have expertise of some fields. As for me, my expertise was on backend developer. You get really good at it, and then you also need to tell the world that you can do this. Show your project, show your story, write a blog post like that. So the job opportunity is still a lot, and you need to just prepare for it whatever the situation is. If the world is in the recession, it's okay. Actually, maybe this time you will not have a very high opportunity as someone else, but once you master your thing, back end developer or front end developer or mobile developer, the opportunity still open very broadly. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. The next
And the next
question.
questions. What is the difficult things during working as a developer?
Okay, I will divide into two category. The
Yes.
first one, the difficulty when working with uh, foreign company. This is the story when I work in US. So I spent about 3 years working in the US company. So the difficulty was to manage a time. Usually we have some dynamic time. Sometimes we have a meeting in very early morning, and also very late evening. So like in 1 p.m. And then sometime we lose our subuh time, though, so that the time management. But yeah, everyone have their own flow of working, and yeah, we just need to follow that flow. Make sure you comfortable with your flow, and get you know uh, very good communication. If you can really attend the meeting, is okay. Don't be afraid to not attend the meeting. Sometimes I feel this a lot, and I joined that meeting, but I never say any single word, because yeah, everything in my mind, everything my concern is already taught by someone else. But so just don't attend the meeting, right? So that the challenge when working with a US company, with foreign company. About the communication, I think if you heard, this is how I speak English, and it's not really really good, not really clear, I guess, and but it's enough. So if you speak better than me, so you have more than enough to have the skill required to work with US company or foreign any foreign company. That's it. So when working with like local company with Indonesian startup like that, the difficulty was there's a lot. So I can say working with Indonesian company is harder than working with US company, because
Oh,
when you are working in the US company or London or wherever foreign company, I
yes.
can illustrate like this. Restaurant. In the restaurant there is cashier, and then chef, and then server, so someone who give the food to the customer. So when you are joining foreign company, you will choose, if you chef, you will not give any attention to the customer. You will not thinking about how much this is gonna pay, gonna cost for the customer, like that. Your focus just making very good food. But when you are joining local company, Indonesian company, you will being superhuman, superhuman. You do all the things. You become the chef, you become the server, you become the cashier, like that. So hopefully that can explain, visualize how the feel when working with Indonesian company. But that only if you were working with small company. If you are working very big company, they will really have good organization. So when
Yes.
you are doing as backend developer, you will not care about front end, about the data, about the
Oh,
analytic, etc. So that's how I feel in Ruang Guru. So why I want to join Ruang Guru, because yeah, I can become just only chef. That's it.
no.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay,
Next
next questions.
question.
Next questions here. What is the difference working in Indonesian and in US?
Yeah, I think this is question already answered by
Oh,
previous question, right?
Oh
We
yeah,
can
right.
move to
Yes.
the next question.
yeah. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, next question.
How to make a relationship with a professional person from overseas, a corporate.
So yeah, this is if you are junior developer, this is what you can do actually. So when you are junior developer entering the new company, big company, especially this is the thing that you will need to do when you want to maintain good communication with overseas corporate. So the first thing, make sure that you will attend all the meeting and get active on that meeting. Uh, Give any question if you don't understand anything. Sometimes you will lose the context of the conversation, and just ask about what is the context about this. Just ask that, and don't forget to a note to write the summary of the meeting, and then to proactively inform your progress of work, and then make sure, so when someone else helping you, don't forget to say thank you about it, and say
Yes.
thank you personally, and then say thank you in formal, like in the meeting time. In the Usually we have a retro time, when everyone is evaluating their job. So that's the most important thing, I think. Yeah, that's what I do actually. I just uh, doing good in meeting, and then writing a lot about the summary of meeting, and then maintain good conversation. Just ask about their, how is your mother, how is your daughter, your wife, and then yeah, all of the thing like that.
Uh,
Okay, just to have a good conversation. Okay, maybe that's it from viewers. Uh, let's
and,
back to the question.
yeah, for tips getting a job for a software engineer, must like what?
um tips for getting a job as software engineer.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is get really interesting. So the first time you will need to unlock your full potential by learning a lot. So make sure you have all the required skill to be ready entering this industry. So I'm not telling that you need to be very skillful. You need to really understand what you are doing when you are doing software engineering for front end, for example. You need to make sure how to really get really good, designing really good user interface. Uh, and then you have the skill, right? You need to show it. What you need to do, create something, a portfolio. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So my first time when I got my first job, I don't apply to the job. I got offer from the CEO, because they see my portfolio, they see my work. So you need uh, to show your work, like writing a blog post and then posting. If you are joining like LinkedIn, you need to post your experience when working on something. Create some application, maybe if you are mobile developer, or creating a website if you front end developer. And if you are a backend developer, write a blog post like that. That's it's enough, I believe. And then yeah, that's for the thing that you do for yourself. And then you also need to have a good network, join community. There's a lot of community in Facebook, it's better if you can join offline community, because if you are joining the community, that's the big opportunity to get your first job easily without very difficult interview, because yeah,
Yeah.
they will give a very strong lead. So yeah, joining the community.
Oh,
And then yeah, just doing that over and over again. uh, Keep your portfolio better and better, keep learning something new, and then keep joining, interacting, and then contributing to a community. That's it.
okay.
Yeah.
I think there is a question again from viewers.
Mhm.
Okay. The
Mm.
question is, what is the main skill capital in overseas work relations other than English?
Yeah, this is depends what department you are joining. In this time, I think we are talking about software engineering. The skill was there's a lot of skill actually. Depends on your title. I will talk about backend engineering. So the things that you need to learn when to get better, to speed up, or to focus on your skill was to in backend designing data intensive application. There's also a book about that, how to manage the data, how to handle the error, and then how to handle the anything about technical difficulty when developing an application. And then after that, you need to also have better communication. So this communication a bit trigger. The first time I joining US company, I can't speak English, honestly. Can you
Oh,
imagine that? Can you imagine that? So the first time we have a meeting, when you are joining new company, and then they will have some session to introduce you with the team. When that time happened for me, is a disaster. you know um I have planning, I have a note in my laptop. I will say this is my introduction word, and then yeah, come the time, and then the stage given to me, and I can't speak any single word. No, any single word came out of my mouth. Can you imagine that? And very, very difficult. And after that, I have secret trick. What is this trick?
What is that?
Man.
Uh, Connection issue.
Uh-huh.
you know because I can't speak. I just kill my phone, so the internet connection came from my phone. I just kill the hotspot, and then we are not
Oh,
connected anymore. So
Okay,
that's the
that's
secret. But yeah.
okay.
But don't do that. If you do that, you will get sacked of your job. You will lose your job. Don't do that. But this do this instead. Yeah, prepare a job, and then don't open your camera the first time you're joining a meeting, because yeah, if you are not comfortable to you know uh, see to give to express your face in the meeting. Don't do that. Just close the camera, then and then get open the audio. Just read the word that you want to say, and then if you are have you got any question that you don't understand, just say, can you elaborate more, or can you repeat that again? Can you simplify your question? I don't understand, like that. Just doing that, and then if you can answer, I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean by that? But I will give you more information after this meeting. Just doing that. Be honest, and keep look cool. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than English, you need to have skill about how to communicate. I have one secret to learn how to get better at communication. uh, I think, as for me, is writing. I write a blog post a lot before I joining US company, and I write it about with English, so that give me confidence to about understanding very some terms that very strangers in my ear. So I learned that by writing something. So
Mm,
you need to learn to write in English. That will help you. You will have a lot of collection of words inside your mind. So when you are in conversation, you know what to say. And a fun fact: when you are joining a company, especially in software development,
oh,
you don't
yeah.
need to remember or to understand all the English word. You can just use any word that and then just using that, because when you are meeting, you will say just that word again. It's not that much word. It was
Yeah.
easier than you think. Mhm. But keep learning, just keep learning communication, and then technical, and yeah, just uh, be happy. That's it.
Okay.
that means really good. Okay, thank you. There's another questions. Working about abroad is difficult, not looking for halal
Hello,
food.
food.
Yeah. Fortunately, I never go to US. I work from home. I never work
Oh,
from office. So no issue with halal food. I eat halal food all the time. My wife is
kalau.
the best chef. They always cook good halal food all the time.
Okay.
So I can answer this question actually, because I never go. I work all the time from a home.
Working online. Working online.
Work from home.
Working home.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for question from Fuse. There's another question.
Um, how is the process of becoming a software engineer?
So the process of becoming software engineer actually just, yeah, learn. So
Uh,
what to learn actually? Decided what topic you will need to master. For example, if you want to backend developer, learn about. I can say if you are starting backend developer development, learn about Laravel. You know,
Oh,
Okay.
PHP, Laravel, and then after you master it, go to the next level, learn about Golang. After that, learn about the database. That's the most important thing. But if you are front end developer, learn about JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and master that thing. If you are already master that thing, go to the next level, learn React JS, and then also the system design. Read any book related to that topic. If you are mobile developer, learn Java and how to secure application. That's it. Just learning. I do all that things by myself. I just if you, for example, if you want to learn how to become software developer, just type that question to Google. You will get a lot of answer. But if you want to follow me, actually, I have YouTube channel that solve this problem. If you are into backend or software development, want to learn, you can just go to my YouTube. Type just ngoding. I have a lot of YouTube videos about it, about the mentality, learning about software development, and then yeah, I think any other YouTube it's okay, fine. In Indonesia, we have if you know programmer zaman now or web programming Unpas, it they have very good videos. I also learn from them, and just yeah, keep learning. If you want to be anything, just learning about that thing. Yeah, that's it.
okay. Next question. This is the main of this what of this event, right? Event tips getting remote project from US and startup company.
Oh, okay. If you are want to learn want to work with a foreign company, especially from US or London, the things that you need to do, what kind of job that you are want to. There's two type of job. Become service based job or employment based job. If employment based job, you need to go to the company's job opportunity website and then apply to there. If you are want to be um, service based job, you can go to the Upwork, and then yeah, just bidding the service there, or also Fiverr. But the most important thing was it's quite difficult this day to get a remote job from foreign company. So, I have trick for that. You need to become ordinary people. You need to be outstanding. How to do that? Just by showing off your portfolio. So, yeah, actually, this is a very long answer, but I will give you a term, and you find yourself. What is it? The first time is do a personal branding. Tell the world what you do actually, what you can do, and what you are really good at. So that personal branding, and then uh, make a very very good portfolio. If you are mobile developer, yeah, just show the world this is application that you making, and then write a blog post. This is important thing. Regardless whatever your division, whatever is your dream, you need to write a blog, because this is one of the thing to show your work with, to show your thought to another people. Uh, and then yeah, the last one is active in community. In community, regardless community from Indonesia or community from outside of Indonesia, just join community. You will learn a lot there. Yeah, that's it.
What is it?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Terus again?
Okay, for about language program and talking about language, what language is the most used when working?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as for me, when I work with US company, I use PHP, JavaScript, and Java. That's three language. I forget. Also Ruby on Rails. That's my experience. But if you want to, there's also Python. Python is quite a lot of people using that. And with Indonesian company, also PHP. A lot of people using PHP Indonesia actually, and also Golang. If you want to join like Tokopedia, Ruang Guru, Gojek, and their friends, you need to learn Golang if you are a backend developer. If you are front end developer, just learn HTML, CSS, and React JS, and also Vue.js if you want to. That's the framework. But if I can summarize, only two programming language that I think the most important if you are learn. I can say three. Sorry, three. PHP, JavaScript, and Golang. Just learn these three. You can start whatever you want.
Hmm.
Okay. If there is any project that was very famous in your,
In your project?
yeah.
Yeah, I have a project from my company, the project from the company, and also the project from myself.
Hmm.
So I think this is some interesting project. When I work with a US company, I made some data pipeline that connecting our company data with third party company data, and that project actually increasing our sales by 10%, even if that's in the pandemic. So that's really very grateful project. So the project actually, the analytic project, I cannot tell the detail because I think if I tell the detail you don't understand anyway. But it's actually analytic project. And then on the um, ruang guru, I don't start the project from scratch. Actually, the project is already done. I just making an improvement, but I'm quite happy with the result. In ruang guru, I working on the we are creating robot. We are creating robot to helping student to learn about their homework. So that's it. And the last one, I have a personal project actually. So if you are no Google, Google, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Google is website that we are
yes.
using every day,
Yeah.
and I made my own Google version for searching a code. If Google searching anything, my search engine just searching for code. So that's it. And yeah, this is one more thing. My most, I'm very grateful that I made this project. Is I made my own programming language. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow, that's very cool.
really amazing. As for I think.
Uh, okay, maybe that's it. If there is any question again from viewers, let's see first. Okay, maybe there is no any question again from viewers. Before we closing, we want to tell why we call the Ahmad Rashid without Mister. Okay,
Yeah, sure, sure.
so as we discussed before, we already discussed with Ahmad Rashid.
Yes.
He
We
say,
say
uh,
when in English we just say his name, not with Mister.
yeah, so that's why we call him only Ahmad Rashid and without Mister Ahmad Rashid. Okay, maybe
Yeah,
that's it
yeah, yeah.
for us. Thank you, Ahmad Rosid, for joining this event and giving a time.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
sure, sure. Thank you. Thanks for having me today. It's really, yeah, nice.
Yes,
Mhm.
feel that too.
okay. Maybe that's it from us. Thank you very much for you all already watched this video. I hope this stream can give more knowledge for you for you. That's it. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ahmad.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, thank you.